Good morning. Hey, I am not going to be on here long, and I just want to make a very valid point. I have had a couple of people ask me over the last over the last week, or not ask me, but talk to me about the fact that they started a business and then they went to the bank to ask for money. And the bank said, nope, we're not giving you any money because you are a new business owner. So there are a lot of people out there that are quitting their jobs because they don't want to get the you know what. And they have until December 8th, from what I understand, if they work with a company that has federal contracts. So if you are going to quit your job to start a business, here is what you need to know. Number one, if you have equity in your house that you are going to need, refinance that house now and get the equity out of it because you still have a paycheck. If you do this after you start the business, it's not going to happen. You need to be in business 2 years or longer with a profit before they are going to let you refinance your house to get the equity out, unless, of course, you have a spouse that makes enough. Okay? This happened to me personally. I was in business for more than 2 years. I could not, and I had a profit. And we could not refinance the house with my name on it. Only my husband's name could go on it. Thank God that his income was enough to be able to get the cash out. When I wanted to refi, after being in business 6+ years, I wanted to refi and I had changed to an S Corp designation. And they said I was a new business. All I did was change my LLC to a different tax status. And I was a new business. Absolutely asinine, if you ask me. So get the money out now while you still have a paycheck. Number two, if you are going to refinance, make sure that you are doing a 360-month mortgage. That is 30 years. Don't get swept up into low interest rates at a 10-year, 15, 20-year mortgage. Okay? Who cares what the interest rate is if you can't make your payment? The shorter the term, the bigger the payment. You're starting a business, you're going to need some cash flow, my friend. So make sure you do a 30-year mortgage. If you want to pay it off early, great. Now, of course, I do not recommend that in the books. But if you want to, it's your money. You get to do whatever you want with it. Number three, go get yourself a 0% interest credit card. That is, they're usually 18 to 24 months, 0%. Use that to start the business. Make sure you pay those off before the 18 or 24 months or whatever the term is. I would tell you to pay it off the month before and don't charge anything that month of, okay? So I would pay it off at month 17 and not charge one single thing on month 18. Because they can go back and charge you interest for everything for those 18 to 24 months. That is bad news. Read the terms and conditions before you do that. I also like credit cards that give me points. Yes, I use credit cards. I love them because I get points. Then I use the points to buy my family gift cards or Christmas gifts. I do not use my own money at Christmas time to give the kids Christmas presents. I will go get a Target gift card and then I will use that to buy the Christmas present, or I will just give them the Target gift card. It sounds lame. My children love gift cards, but if it's a business expense, I want to make sure that I'm charging that on the card. If it's for personal, I'll use my free points for personal, right? But I'm not going to use my free stuff to get business stuff that could have been a write-off. So, hey, Caleb, I just emailed you. Hey, Dusty. So make sure that you are doing those 3 things before you quit your job. Even the credit card is going to be important because I would assume, I don't know exactly how they work, but I would assume they're going to go back and go, oh, look, he doesn't have a job. Right? I don't know how that all works. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know, but you have to fill out how much income you make. And if you don't know how much income you make, you're not going to get the same limit, right? Please pass this information on, because this is so important with all these people right now that are thinking about quitting their job and starting a business. We're going to need the liquidity out of our homes. That equity, and I talk about this all the time on my podcast with my clients, equity is great if you never need it. Equity stinks if you need it. It is dead money. You have to go ask somebody else for that money. I am never in a big, huge hurry to pay off my land unless I have a ton of money and a ton of money just sitting around doing nothing, right, that I can use. Otherwise, I'm going to leverage my dollar to go and I'm going to use the bank's money. Because think about it. I can use the bank's money and I can go start a business to make more money. Yes, I'm going to do that. Yes, thank you. Now, I say don't use the bank, right? It says without the bank on both books. There is a time and a place to use the bank. And I just did a podcast about how I don't hate bankers. I don't love the banking system. And at some point, I don't want to be part of the problem. But today, I am going to be part of the problem so I can leverage myself, so I can have a business. Here's another thing that my accountant has told me. Well, Mary Jo, you need to pay quarterlies because I have to pay interest. That's their fine, right? Because I don't pay quarterlies, they're going to fine me and make me pay interest. Complete BS. Because those people that are paying in with every paycheck, they're not getting their refund plus interest. Right? But I got to pay interest. That point aside, my accountant says, Mary Jo, you need to pay quarterly so you don't pay interest. I'm like, so you want me to give up access to my money for an entire year that I could use for marketing, I could use to start a new business. I could use that money for an entire year to make a profit, but you want me to give that to the IRS. That, my friends, is small thinking. No, not happening. Same thing with the equity in your homes, in your land, whatever. Now, I would not borrow against a vehicle. No, because it's a depreciating asset and you're probably going to sell it and be upside down. What's the point of that? Okay, so there are limits to this advice. But if you have questions or comments or whatever, let me know. These are the 3 big things. Pass this information on because so many people are starting their own business. And then get the books if you have not gotten one and you have not read it. Grab it, whichever website you want to go to, farmingwithoutthebank.com or Without the Bank, doesn't matter. I just wanted to share this information. Good morning, Steve, Mr. Tired Farmer from Iowa. Maybe it'll rain and you'll get a day off. All right. As always, you guys know where I'm at. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Please share so others have this information. So many people do not know that the bank will not give you a loan if you are a new business owner. Not going to happen. Doesn't matter. Talked to a guy last week. He started a business, same industry he's worked in for 20 years with signed contracts that he has income coming in. Can't get any loan. Can't borrow anything against his land. Has a bunch of equity. We have to spread the info. All right, guys. Thanks very much. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you probably not Friday, but the next Friday. Talk to you later.